Okay, so in a perfect world, this is what would normally happen when you first start your bike. You're going to see the Bluetooth connection trying to make a Bluetooth connection. Now in my headset, it said I just connected to my phone, so now I see my helmet. Now I see my Motorrad app automatically come on, and it's trying to connect to the bike via the Wi-Fi. We'll see what happens with that. You see the helmet, so my helmet is connected to the bike. My Wi-Fi is still trying to connect. There it goes. Now it saw it. Now there's my mapping. There's my helmet. This is a perfect world situation right here. I didn't do anything. I already had my Wi-Fi turned on my phone, and I had my Bluetooth turned on the phone as well. So now I should be ready to go, and this is how it's supposed to work all the time. However, there are some pitfalls that can cause this to not act that way that you just saw. And I want to cover those pitfalls here in just a moment and let you know how to avoid that so that you'll always have the proper connection like you just saw right there. Okay, pitfall number one is that you're going to have your network connection, and you're going to have under internet your T-Mobile and another connection, possibly your house like mine, or maybe the hotel that you were out at the night before, or in some cases you see my INOV K2 has come up, and that can be a pitfall because if I've connected to my INOV in the past to maybe check, a setting, or maybe look at some of the videos that are on the card without taking the card out of the device, then it's going to always try to connect to that. And when it does make that connection, the phone's going to try to connect to it instead of connecting to the bike. And that's going to cause problems on the bike in terms of your maps being available on the bike. So if you're having trouble with your map connectivity, come into your internet selections and make sure nothing else is already connected. In which case, what I suggest you do, because especially like a hotel or maybe your house, because you're starting out your trip from your house, is I would go in and I would hit forget. Because if you hit disconnect, there's a good possibility it's going to try to reconnect, and then that would cause the same problem all over again. Especially if it's something on your bike like an INOV, which no matter where you are, even on the side of the road somewhere, it's going to connect to it, and you don't want that to happen. That's what's going to stop your maps from connecting. So always make sure that you have everything that's a Wi-Fi connection disabled, except that way the bike will automatically sense the app, and it will be able to make the connection for you automatically. There is no selection for the bike itself in your internet connections. It just does that through the app automatically. Okay, the second pitfall is under your connected devices where it says Bluetooth. When you select this, you may see as an example that your 50S or your 20S or whatever it is you're using as a headset is showing an active connection. Now, this can be averted, and for most people, this doesn't seem to be a problem. This is why people have this, well, you need to connect this first, you need to start this first, you need to go through all this stuff, right? Sometimes it'll just connect up properly and work properly, and you won't have an issue, but there are a couple of things you might want to consider. Number one is when you go into this, you might want to set it up to where you don't have media connected, just your phone calls if you want to talk directly from your phone to your headset. Keep in mind that the bike's going to do this automatically for you once you're connected, and you're going to be able to see the display as far as the number you're calling, the person that's calling you, the start, stop, the call history. You can go through call listings and select the call you made earlier today. That's all more convenient on the bike than it is directly to your headset, okay? But you can do whatever you'd like to do. That's up to you on this. Me personally, I would disconnect it entirely so that it's not connected at all. As a matter of fact, I would go in and actually forget the connection. Unless you're going to go in and make some kind of adjustment in your Santa Motorcycle app, there's no reason to connect your headset to your phone. Your headset only needs to connect to the bike. And if you only have your bike as the one Bluetooth connection on your phone, you'll never have a problem with Bluetooth connectivity. It's when you have other devices simultaneously connecting to the headset is when you start running into these issues where you can't get the headset to connect to the bike properly. So my advice is just disconnect whatever other device you have connected in your Bluetooth so it doesn't appear at all when you turn the bike on, and the only thing the bike sees is the phone as a direct connection. That will stop a lot of those issues as well. That's one of the reasons my bike, as you saw in the video, everything just connected right up first time, just by me turning on the headset and turning on the bike, and everything just ran normally. That's the best advice I can give you, is make sure that you have no other Bluetooth device paired to your phone that can be turned on by the phone automatically, such as being connected directly to your headset. You don't need that. You only need to have the phone to be able to connect directly to the bike, and you do that in the bike's menu. And I think most of you already know how to do that, so I'm not going to get into that. That's a different video, and there's tons of videos out there that show you how to do that. I'm not going to go there today with this video. All right, so with all of that out of the way, let's see what happens here in real time between the app and the bike itself. Let's see if I can get some kind of better look on this here for us. All right, so I got the app turned on. Let's see what happens here.
Phone connected.
All right, my headset just said the phone was connected. You saw my helmet come up. Now let's see what happens here for the mapping with the Wi-Fi. Okay, the Wi-Fi started automatically. The app kicked in. Let's see what happens here. So now the app is searching for the bike, basically, using the Wi-Fi. Now, if it doesn't connect, it could be because I have another Wi-Fi device already connected. Oh, there it goes. It connected. I'll show my maps here in just a second. And there you go. So if you just set everything up like I just showed you in the other two parts, that if you get rid of those two pitfalls, you'll have this kind of connectivity every time. And now, just to make sure, we'll check the phone. Let's go into the menu here. We'll go up. There we go. Go over to the phone. Okay, I'm getting my phone book. There's all my phone numbers. Let me go back. Go back to my latest call list that I had, previous call, people that I have talked to. There you go. And then if I want to make a call, of course I could just go ahead and call, and there you go. So there you have it. I hope this helps you guys with your connectivity issues. I'll do another video here in a little while on how to navigate the menus in terms of when you're riding, how to get full screen, how to get half screen, how to get information on the left and the right depending on what you're trying to do, whether it's listening to music or using the routing or wanting to see the bike info all simultaneously. There is a structure to that. There's a way to navigate up and down and left and right that may seem confusing at first, but once you see it in real time, it becomes a much easier process. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Subscribe to my channel. Press like if you like the video. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. Thanks a lot for watching.